So this is the prototype furnace I've been working on, and it's called the RGH1, otherwise known as Bob. And Bob is a crucible furnace. There's a small 25 kilo crucible inside there. It's been built really simply from an oil drum, and all the materials, I think, for the furnace itself came to £450, so it's very cheap to build. There's a glory hole attached to it as well, which is made from a pedal bin that I got £3.50 from a scrappy stainless steel pedal bin, and that works perfectly as a glory hole. The pot change would take probably less than half an hour to strip the furnace down, take the pot out, replace it, and then build it back up again. I designed the furnace because I can't afford now to run a 100 kilo furnace or a 150 kilo furnace. It costs far too much now. We're talking about £120 a day for running costs. So what I needed was an alternative, a cheaper alternative obviously. There's a lot of research that's gone on in terms of saving energy, but my opinion is there's nothing cheaper really than turning the thing off. Physically just turn it off when it's not in use. And that means I need a different type of furnace, something that would go up very, very quickly, without damage to the combustion chamber, and more importantly without damage to the crucible. The crucible that I'm using is a 25 kilo crucible. It's straight off the shelf from Dyson's. They've changed their name now to Magma Refractories, I think. The crucible is quite a thin wall, and this allows us to be able to take more chances with temperature increases and dropping temperatures as well. If we have a standard, let's say 100 kilo furnace, we're talking about 2 inches thick, the wall thickness, so we have to be very, very careful taking them up very, very slowly. These thin walled crucibles, it's rather like glass. When you anneal glass, if you've got a thick piece you'll have to anneal for hours, but if you look at Dartington crystal for instance, they'll anneal glass in 20 odd minutes sometimes. It'll go straight through an annealing oven, hot one end, and it'll come out automatically on a conveyor belt through, and it could be an hour, it could be an hour and a half, or it could be just 20 minutes. So in the same way that thin glass doesn't need to be annealed as long, a crucible with a thin wall, you can take it up in an hour if it's empty. And I've been taking up crucibles in 2 hours and filling on the cullet. So I fill the crucible with cullet, light the furnace, and 2 hours later you can be working. It's not refined, but the glass is actually really quite good. It's quite amazing to work with seedy glass when you realise that the seeds are actually quite tiny. It takes a long time obviously to refine it. I usually refine overnight, so I'll light the furnace in the evening, let it refine overnight, and I'll come in at I don't know, 8 o'clock, 8:30 the next morning. I can be glass blowing all day, and I'll just turn the thing off when I've finished. And similarly, I can light it first thing in the morning with cullet in there, be working 2 hours later, do a day's work, and then turn it off. So now we're talking the cost of about £15 for a day, and it hooks up to natural gas or propane quite happily with either gas supply.